Welcome back to another video. I'm Jay Roberts, Master Work Comp Advisor, and today we're talking about you, business owners and officers. Should you be added to workers' comp coverage, or is it a waste of money? Let's find out. I'm going to answer this question by dispelling 3 very common myths I hear far too often about this topic. Myth number 1, coverage is limited to owners and officers. This is simply not true. If you suffer a work-related injury as an owner or officer, you're entitled to the same exact benefits as your employees. There is no difference in coverage. You get the full benefits of workers' comp. Myth number 2, it's really expensive. Adding myself means reporting more payroll, and more payroll means higher premiums. This is true to a degree, but it's far less expensive than what you might think for 2 key reasons. Number 1, workers' comp rules allow owners and officers to cap their payroll. So in many cases, you only have to report a portion of what you're actually making. Different caps apply depending on your entity structure, but under an LLC, for example, if you're making $400,000 a year, you only have to report less than $50,000 of that to be added to workers' comp coverage. And number 2, as an owner or officer operating in a managerial type role, you could fall into a clerical or even salesperson's type of class code, which carries a very inexpensive rate. Unless, of course, the main class code on your policy encompasses such duties. But assuming it doesn't, by having the benefit of capping your payroll and using an inexpensive class code, you could actually add yourself to coverage for as little as $150 a year. And myth number 3, I don't need to be added to coverage because I'm covered by our health insurance plan and I have a disability policy. Be aware that health insurance and disability policies have work-related injury exclusions. They are not designed to cover workplace injuries. That's what workers' comp is for. And even if you somehow successfully flew under the radar and got health insurance to respond to your workplace injury, you're now dealing with deductibles and copays, which workers' comp doesn't have. So realistically, the out-of-pocket expenses you'd incur in deductibles and copays alone for a singular injury could far outweigh the cost to add yourself to workers' comp coverage for an entire year. Not to mention, if your injury was severe and you were out of the job for an extended period of time, health insurance will not pay for lost wages. Of course, every situation should be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. If you're a silent or inactive owner, for example, it may not make sense to add yourself to coverage. But otherwise, generally speaking, you should absolutely add yourself to workers' comp coverage. It's a broad, inexpensive way to protect yourself from that out-of-pocket risk. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, click subscribe, and if you have a question that you want answered, just leave it in the comments below. We'll catch you in the next video.